Friends, I am so excited to be here with you tonight to share a mindful meditation with you. Meditation in yoga has taken me on such a personal journey that has helped me really just with the practice of remembering to stay present, remembering groundedness, remembering a more spacious, deeper, slower rhythm to my being. And so, as we bring awareness to mental health during the month of May, my hope is that we all tap into or find techniques to really help us cope with the daily stressors that can really greatly impact our mental wellness. Because let's face it, finding peace and calm in the chaos of life can be a real challenge, especially when we are just trying to balance work and social obligations and family, as well as our personal life. But I do believe that that's where guided meditation can really help. Even if you practice as little as 8 to 10 minutes a day, there are great benefits to it. The benefits of mindful meditation extend far beyond relaxation. In fact, just a regular practice can help reduce anxiety, depression, insomnia, even lowering blood pressure. And the best part is that, with all the apps and things out there, it really is a lot more accessible. You don't have to go to a yoga studio or a mindfulness studio in order to really access this. And so, just really excited to practice with you today. And so whether you have a routine practice or this is your first time practicing, I would like to offer just a definition of what mindful meditation is. So first of all, what is meditation? Meditation isn't about becoming a different person or a new person or even a better person, to be honest. It really is about training your awareness and getting a healthy sense of perspective. So you're not trying to turn off your thoughts or your feelings. You're really learning to observe and just observe them without judgment, and eventually maybe even better understand them as well. And so that really is what meditation is. So what is this idea of mindfulness? Mindfulness really is the ability to be present, to rest in the here and now, fully engaged with whatever it is you're doing in the moment. Meditation is a skill. Learning to meditate is just like any other skill. So think of it like exercising a muscle that you've never really worked out before, right? It's going to take some consistent practice to get comfortable. And so, again, I would just invite you to practice. It's meditation practice, not meditation perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect meditation. Sometimes your focus will wander, or you'll forget to follow your breath if that's what you're using as an anchor, and that's okay. It's part of the experience. But what's most important is to really practice meditation consistently. It's one of those things where the journey is far more important than the destination. And so with that, if that sounds like something that is of interest to you, I would invite you for the next 10 minutes or so to share a body awareness, sound, and breath guided meditation with me. All you need is a comfortable place to sit. I'm sitting on my bed. And maybe a journal to reflect at the end of our time together if it feels right. And maybe something to drink, some water or some tea. If you feel like you need it, feel free to turn your camera off and keep yourself on mute as we go throughout this practice. And so I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, just turning your attention inward. Find your meditation posture, sitting in a way that is neither too tight or too relaxed, but comfortable and upright. And you can begin to notice your body from the inside, noticing the shape and the weight, the touch, and the areas that make contact with the floor, the chair, the bed, the surface beneath you. And then you can begin to just focus on your breathing. Feeling your breath in the area of either your abdomen or your chest or your nostrils. Feeling the gentle rising and falling of either your abdomen or your chest, or the coolness or in and out sensation at your nostril. So the breath is our anchor. It's where we establish our awareness. It helps us to have something to always return to. This simple act of breathing. And you might notice that other things pull away at your attention, pulling it away from your breath. And that might be sound. So right now, just for a moment, just bring your attention to the sounds inside the room or outside of the room, simply listening. They may be pleasant sounds, unpleasant sounds. Just listen to them with curiosity and interest. Noticing them coming and going without getting caught up in a story about what the sound is or why it's there, just simply listening. You can also notice the sound of silence. Now letting go of the hearing, the listening, and bring your attention to your body. Notice if there are body sensations to be aware of. There may be pressure or tightness, movement, stillness or vibration, heat or cold or tingling. Notice which sensations call out to you and let your attention go to them. It might be a very strong and obvious sensation. There may be a soft, subtle sensation. You might notice yourself jumping from sensation to sensation. Or there may be one that really grabs your attention and holds it, particularly if it's unpleasant. You might notice it. Is it growing or shrinking, moving? Does it pulse or throb, ache, Just notice with curiosity. Similarly, not making up a whole story about the experience, just being with the sensation in your body. So, now return to your breathing, finding your breath as you continue in this meditation. You'll stay with your breath, one breath at a time. If you notice yourself lost in thought, you can say thinking or wandering, and just redirect your attention, turning back to the breath. Now, if you find a sound or a body sensation that becomes so obvious, so strong, that you can't any longer stay with the breath because it pulls your attention away, then let yourself go. Just let go of the breath and focus on the body sensation or the sound. Listen to it. Feel it until it no longer holds your attention or it stops. And at that point, go back to the breathing, returning to the simplicity of your anchor, the breath. We'll try this for a few moments in silence. Now, once again, notice your whole body just sitting here, tuning in to the shape, the posture, the movement. You can wish yourself well. May I be happy and at ease. May I be free from stress and anxiety. May I be peaceful. And let yourself consider the possibility of finding peace and ease, well-being. And when it feels right, I invite you to allow your eyes to flutter open and your awareness to include the light and objects in the room. And our friends on the Zoom screen. So while we're in this container, I would certainly invite you to silent reflect on the experience in a journal or a notebook if that feels right. And if not, that's okay too. I do want to sincerely thank you for showing up. Thank you for holding this space with me. I am humbled and do not take the opportunity to share this practice lightly, whether in person or online. I am humbled to be with you. So thank you again. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the chat, or comment down below. And have a wonderful rest of your evening.